So hello and welcome back to the channel. Tonight we have literally one of my favorite people on the planet here with us tonight, and I'm so excited that she is here. She is a mother, she is a wife, she is an inspiration. Known, some of you may know her from season 11 of The Biggest Transformation. She started the program while she was pregnant. Listen, weight loss is hard enough, but no, this chick was cooking another human and said, you know what? I don't want to gain another 30, 40, 50 pounds. I want to lose weight while I'm pregnant. I want to be as healthy as I can when I bring my baby girl into the world. And she is here tonight to talk about her incredibly inspiring journey. She lost 40.8 pounds in 24 weeks. And for more than half of that, she was cooking another human. And so, welcome to the channel tonight, Miss Anya. Hi.
Hello.
So she is actually joining us from the side of the road. They were running from the Texas cold weather and decided, you know what? Let's just go to Florida. And she pulled that. This is commitment. This tells you a lot about this woman. She's like, I have a commitment. Instead of messaging me to reschedule, she's like, no, kids can be quiet, and we're doing this from the side of the road.
Exactly. Yep. All day.
Tell them how many children you now have.
I have 5 kiddos, 4 boys, and we finally got our girl.
Are you done?
Yes, done. Shop is closed. Everything sealed, locked. I don't know where the key is.
That is awesome. You know, you can keep practicing when shop is closed, though. So that's good news for Happy,
totally,
right? You know,
totally, yeah.
that's amazing. So, first and foremost, she just got done showing me her little baby. So, when you entered the program, how many weeks were you pregnant?
I was. Let's see here. I was close to 20 weeks.
Okay, that's what I had marked down too. So she was 20. So okay, so she went into the program Biggest Transformation. She was a part of season 11. Her entire season is here on YouTube. I'll link it down below in the description box. But so walk us through, you're pregnant, right? You find out you're pregnant, baby number 5, and what most people do at that point, they're like, "All right, give me some ice cream. Give me a Reese's, give me some French fries with that," right? So how did you get to a place where you decided to lose weight during pregnancy?
Yeah, and see, that was me the last 4 pregnancies, because my first pregnancy I was 20, and listening to all the older generation, you have to take your time. If you're craving something, the baby is craving it, you got to give it to the baby. So I'm like, okay, bet. And so I came from 150s in that first pregnancy to delivering at 216. My first time ever seeing a 2 in front of my weight, and I was like, whoa. And so I knew this time around I had high blood pressure starting off, and that couldn't be good. And so I'm like, I cannot gain another 40, 50 pounds like I normally do. So I'm desperately in the middle of the night scrolling through YouTube and Googling stuff. And I found a video of yours, and I'm like, oh, a pregnant girl did this. Like, this is not detrimental to your pregnancy. So I signed, and it said there was a link that said, sign up for the new season. Oh my gosh, I clicked that link so fast. That was literally my saving grace. I don't know where I would be right now had I not clicked that link or had I not been pregnant. This girl was she's my saving grace. I told her that even yesterday. I was like, girl, like, you're the reason why I'm here right now with a 1 in front of my weight and not a 2.
That's so, like, did at any point in time did you think you were, I mean, I know you saw the interview and then you went on to see other people that had gone through the program that were pregnant and had lost weight, Danielle, Bianca, Nisha, like all of them. But at any point in time, did you think I'm crazy? At any point in time were you like, okay, should I be doing this? This is my 5th and final child.
cut off just for a second. The last question, sorry.
So at any point in time, did you think you were crazy? Did you think I'm pregnant? Like I maybe shouldn't be doing this? Like, did anybody else think you were nuts?
Oh yeah, everybody. Everyone I told, they're like, while you're pregnant, like, is that safe? Even sometimes my doctors, when they realized, because I was going to them already, and then my weight was kind of steadily going up a couple ounces, and all of a sudden it started going down, and she's like, is everything okay? I'm like, because I told her I'm eating healthier, and
Anya, you're a black screen.
Phone calls or something?
okay, I just put my phone on do not disturb. All of a sudden, everyone who has not called me this whole way has called me.
Okay. I'm like, where's she at? Okay. So we'll just pick up with where you're answering the last question. Because you went black somewhere in there, like the screen went black, and then it was like, yeah. So
Okay. It's on do not disturb. We're good.
it's okay. No big deal. I'm like, anyway. So people obviously thought you were crazy, nuts. You said you went into the doctor and they were like, what's going on with your weight? So how did that continue throughout the pregnancy? Like how did people continue to respond? Like because there's people watching this right now that are in the same situation you were. They are pregnant. They've gained 30, 40, 50 pounds. They are already overweight when they got pregnant and they don't want to gain that much again. So like how was it going through the program pregnant? Like well, let's start here first. How did the doctors continue to respond? So in the beginning they were like, okay, what is going on? But how did that progress?
Well, when they noticed my blood pressure's getting so much better, then they had no choice but to hush, because at first they were very concerned because I had to see a specialist as well, just because my history with blood pressure spiking towards the end of pregnancies. But once my pressure started going down, they were like, okay, well, keep doing what you're doing. And I'm like, I'm just eating well and I'm moving more, and that is it. So yeah, and I just they were very pleased. They were very pleased. So much so, I mean, now I'm not even on any blood pressure medicine, and I reversed 6 years of blood pressure.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is and how was your swelling during this pregnancy compared with the last pregnant, like all the other ones?
All the other ones, I had so much swelling. My face was like a blowfish, my nose, everything. And towards the end of my pregnancy, the schools opened. So when I started bringing the kids to school, you know, doing PTO, everyone's like, girl, you don't even look like you're about to pop. That's the first time I've ever heard that. Everyone would be like, oh my gosh, girl, are you sure there's not like 2 in there? This was the very first time no one has commented and said, wow, you look like you're carrying twins. It was the opposite. Are you sure? Like you're that close? Wow. I've never gotten that feedback ever for my other 4 pregnancies.
That's incredible. And I had that same thing, right? Like I had that same experience, and so many of our other women, our mothers that have gone through the program pregnant, have the same thing. Like they feel better. There's less swelling. Here's the other thing. How was recovery? Because, this wasn't your first go around. You had 4 other pregnancies. So how was recovery different being in the middle of eating healthy, working out, moving your body? Because you worked out every 6 days a week the whole second half of your pregnancy. You ate healthy. You didn't cut out any food groups, but you ate healthy. You weren't eating for 2, but you were eating enough to support you in the pregnancy. So how was the recovery different for you?
Oh, I was up and moving way faster than I normally would. I felt great. I had energy. I wasn't just like, what do you call it? Just sluggish, like, oh, I'm recovering. And I don't know if this is TMI, but even, bleeding was a lot less. All of that, it was just very surreal. I was going up and down stairs, and, I know I wasn't supposed to do it, but I just felt great. And yeah, it was awesome. I had barely any downtime. I started working out, like I was walking, but I wanted to just wait to get a clear from my doctor, but I started working out like a week before because I just knew everything was perfect. I felt great. And on my 6th week, I was like, can I start working out? And she's like, oh yeah, you're good. I was like, okay.
Can you give me the official, okay?
Right, exactly. It was awesome.
So what were the concerns? Because again, this is obviously inspirational to anybody watching it, because like, give me a break. Like the rest of us who aren't pregnant, who want to lose weight, like if Anya can lose, 40 pounds in 6 months while cooking a kid, then like the rest of us have no excuses, right? So what were some of the fears that you had that you found to be untrue?
Okay, fears. I always thought you had to eat for 2. And no, that is a lie. You just have to eat to sustain yourself. And let's see here. Moving. I thought I had to be a couch potato, just no movement, because I'd be risking, the baby's life. And I was doing lunges, squats, wall sits, all types of things. And it was awesome. I was getting stronger. I felt stronger. I felt great in my body. And so that, and just even now in our breastfeeding journey, just not upping, because before I would gain weight while pregnant, but then I also gain weight while breastfeeding because I'm now eating to sustain my milk supply. And I'm eating the same way, and my milk is flowing, and she's growing. And so you just don't have to, to your detriment, just up your calories so much to where you're just gaining all this unnecessary weight that, it's just, yeah. So that was the biggest thing.
It's crazy because, do you ever think about like, where did all those things come from? Because it really, like, whoever started telling us we had to eat all this extra food, and that gaining all this extra weight and sitting on the couch and not moving and sleeping, like, and I'm not saying if you're tired, you shouldn't take a nap or give your body rest, but like, it almost has turned into this like excuse or free pass to just go get unhealthy and eat all the things, which is never healthy for the baby. And I did it twice. We have 3 kids, and the first 2, I did the same thing you did. I'm like, yes, like this is a free pass to go to Taco Bell at midnight and a free pass to, eat all the things. And so, it is absolutely it's still, I look at your before and after photos, and it's just like, it is absolutely crazy to me. It is so inspiring because I never did it while I was pregnant. I did it after I gave birth, but never while I was pregnant. And so, another thing I want to talk about, because this was always a fear of mine, and a lot of women that even pregnant or not pregnant that are thinking about losing weight, I think it's a fear a lot of us have, that when we start eating healthier, that we're going to be hungry, or we're going to be starving, or we're going to feel like we just want to eat a house. So how was it being pregnant on the program, losing weight? Were you like starving all the time? Were you hungry all the time?
Not at all. There were many days that it was too much food. Like I'd be like, "Oh, I am so full." Like my plate of lunch, I'd share it with, share it with my castmates, and it'd be like this big old plate. I'd have, pasta, I'd have the homemade tomatoes, it's everything, plus my veggies. And it's like, oh, okay, girl, well, let's keep going, but let's keep that, let's put that in the microwave and save that for later. Yeah, and it was a lot of food. I've lost weight, and not significant amount, but I, couple, like maybe 5-10 pounds here and there, and never ate that much. And I lost this much weight by eating so much more. It was very interesting. It's mind-blowing.
It is crazy. I felt the same way when I started. It was crazy to me how much, like, when you just start learning, like when I started learning about food and nutrition, I was like, no wonder I was 288 pounds. Like, I never ate one
Right.
serving of cheese or one serving of butter. So, what have people said, since you're down 40.8 pounds? How is your other four kids, your husband? How has it been different for them? How have they reacted to this new healthy, working out, eating veggies mama?
Oh my goodness. They love it. They work out with me often. Now I'm not steadily making my food and then making their food. We're all kind of eating the same way because, I want them to stay healthy and not, now that they're younger, they can, afford to, do certain things. And I don't want that to be the habit that they grow into, and then all of a sudden they get as big as a house when they get older, and unhealthy and have all these diseases that comes with that. So they eat right alongside of me. They enjoy it. I'm more active when we walk. I'm keeping up. I'm not saying, hey, y'all go ahead. I'll be there. I'll make it soon. We're keeping up, and I'm doing a lot more active with them. Sports season is coming up for them, and I'm looking forward to being on the field, kicking the ball with them, and not just being on the sidelines, watching them do it like I used to.
That's amazing. How has your husband responded to this new woman he's married to?
Oh, he loves it. He's very inspired now. He's very inspired. He's been doing a lot more, and he's in awe because when we first got married, I was a certain size. So seeing me continue to shrink, he's very, I got to keep it a certain rating because the kids are in the car, but it's very, it's I didn't realize how much fun I was missing out on. And it's not because of him, but it was because of the lack of confidence within myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so sad to me because I went through it. I see so many of my clients, so many marriage go through it, because when we're not secure in our own self, we don't feel, like
doing certain things.
Yeah.
Right. Right. No.
But when we start to feel secure, when we start to like what we're seeing again, when we start to have more energy, when we start to have more confidence, like, it really changes every area. Like, as a parent, as a wife, as a realtor, as a businesswoman, like all those things. Like, you start to get more confidence, and that kind of trickles into other areas, which is, I think, amazing. And so, what is next for you? What's the final goal? Where are you heading to? How far are you from it?
Okay, so the goal, well, first big goal, I just want to see what my body fat percentage looks like around 150s, because that's just what I have in my mind. That's my next milestone number that I remember me being back in the day. So that's number one. And with real estate, I switched companies. So I'm looking forward to participating now in the networking events, and not just, shying away, coming up with excuses to miss it and stuff like that. So that is in store. And yeah, just putting myself out there more, and I feel like I'm more approachable now. I'd want to be friends with myself now. So I'm looking forward to, fostering more friendships, more business relationships, things of that sort.
That's incredible. It's incredible. And it's so funny because we'll see people go through the program and then all of a sudden we'll see so many different areas of their life explode. Like their marriage will get better. Their business will explode. They'll, start getting raises on their job, because it really does. When it's called the program's called The Biggest Transformation, it's not The Biggest Loser, because yes, it's about losing weight and getting healthy, but it's really about, oh, that's the baby.
Yeah.
You can show her. You can bring her on camera.
Yeah,
I'm not the only one that wants to see her.
P girl.
So this is her precious baby P,
Let's see.
who was the inspiration
This
behind
is her.
Anya's.
Let's
Is
see.
she not freaking beautiful? This was the precious soul that was the inspiration on that Google search that late night that she wanted to set a good example for her first baby girl.
Yes.
I know you're on. I know you guys are waiting to get on the road. So my last question for you: what would you say to somebody who's in the same situation, who is at their wit's end? They don't know what to do, where to go. They're listening to all the negativity, but they so desperately want to be healthy for their kids. What would you say to that mom who's watching this right now?
This is the best thing that you can ever do in your life, is get your health together, because we only have one life. So how are you going to live it? Are you going to live it just being disappointed, upset, sick all the time? Or are you going to, pull the plug and take the leap and actually change your life for the better, for your family and for yourself? So take the plunge, get in the game, and you'll be so much happier for it, and you'll live longer. That is the goal. That is the goal. I just know with high blood pressure, there's no good to come out in the end when you're living with that, and you can control it. When things are out of your control, it's different. But when you have the ability to control certain things, you need to really, think about your lifespan as well. So take the plunge, go for it. It's worth it.
And you always miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And, looking back now, having gone through it, I know there's, like, you can't imagine, you already said it, where you would be if you hadn't. And so, Anya, it has been an absolute joy, honor, to watch you, to get to know you, to see the wife that you are, the mom that you are, getting to meet your husband. It's been seeing the photos of the kids and watching you become this girl mom.
Yeah.
And I'm so blessed to be a small part of that. So thank you for being on tonight. Thank you for inspiring. You can find Anya. Are you on Facebook, Instagram?
I am on Instagram. It's just my name, Anya Simon. So just at Anya Simon. And I'll be posting a lot more now on there.
That's right. That's right. So if you want to connect with Anya, go over there. If you want to be inspired, continue to follow her journey. You can connect with her, Anya Simon, over on Instagram. So for those of you watching, thank you for being with us. We will be back next week, same time, same place. Leave an inspiring comment for this chick, because she's an inspiration.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for everything. So thankful to have met